Hi, Primary 5. You are really missed. Hope you're all fine. Today, we are going to learn how to write a summary. A summary is when you read a story and you want to retell this story but in a short form. So, of course, as we know that each writing style has its own steps and techniques, today we are going to learn how to write a summary in steps. Number one, you must choose a catchy title that attracts the reader's attention. Okay. The second step, you must write who is the main character, because of course you read a story about someone. There are characters in the story, either a man, a woman, a girl, a boy, an animal, any character, the main character of the story. You must mention him and introduce your main character and say who is this character. The third step is, what did this character want? What did the character want in the story? He was looking for a job, he wanted to travel, he wanted to learn. What did he want? Number 4, but mention the problem or an incident or an event that happened and changed the rest of the events of the story, so you must mention this. Number 5, you must write how did the character try to solve the problem, or how did the character behave after this situation or after this event happened. Then at the end you write something called the resolution or the solution of the problem. How was this problem or how was this problem finished? How did they solve the problem? Okay. So again, let's revise the 5 steps. A catchy title, mention and speak about the main character, mention what did he or she want, what was the problem, how did they try to solve the problem, and what was the solution or resolution. Now let's go step by step and apply the summary on the story in your student's book, page 134. Do you remember this story? The sound of money and the smell of soup. The sound of money and the smell of soup. Okay, so let's follow the steps. First, we said that we are going to write a catchy title. The title is already written. What is the title? The sound of money to the smell of soup. Yes. This will attract my attention to know what is the relationship between sound of money and smell of soup. Excellent. First, we said you must mention the main characters. So in your map, you must fill in the map first to organize your ideas. In the map, you are going only to write the name. But when you write it, you won't write only the name. You are going to introduce the main character, as we see here. The sound of money and the smell of soup. Many years ago, there was a young man called Erman who lived in the kingdom of Antica. He hadn't got enough money. He went on a journey to find a job. So here in this paragraph, you said who is the main character and you introduced him. After that, you are going to say, what did the character want? Erman wanted to find a job, so you mention this in the paragraph. He went on a journey to find a job, so you must write this. And then after that, what do? But something happened. There was an event. There was a problem. There was an incident. So you must write about it in details. Let's see. When he arrived in the city, he went to rent a room. He paid 3 gold coins he only had. The next morning, Erman was dying of hunger. So he asked the silly man in the kitchen to have some of that delicious soup. But the man refused angrily. He went back to his room and grabbed a chair onto his balcony. He sniffed the magical flavors of the soup. A man screamed at him and accused him of stealing the smell of the soup. So here comes the problem, guys. You wrote what was Erman doing and what was the problem appeared. Okay? After writing the problem, how did the character try to solve the problem and write a sentence, a clue, a key for yourself, an idea to start your paragraph with? They went to the court. The judge Hodja took 3 coins and threw them one by one in the metal bowl. And then at the end, what is the resolution? The judge Hodja said, I have paid the sound of money and now go away. Let's see how are we going to write it in the paragraph. The problem is here. How did they solve the problem? The man shouted. Do you remember the greedy man with the huge muscles? The man shouted, you are a thief and you will be taken to the court to pay the price. They went to the court. This is how did they solve the problem. They went to the court. The judge Hodja took 3 coins and threw them one by one in the metal bowl. 1, 2, 3. So that's how he solved the problem. He said, the judge Hodja said, I have paid the sound of money and you can get out now. Then he returned to continue reading his newspaper. Of course, in the summary, we don't write too much details describing the place, describing how do the people look like, describing sounds. No, we just say or speak about the headlines, the main points in a short form of the story. So now, you have here a graphic organizer or a map to organize your idea. You can choose either to write about, I suggest, but it's up to you, of course, either to write about Treasure Island or to open your student's book, page 100 and 101, to write about our lovely story, which was Choco Choco Boom Boom. So the choice is yours, and hope you enjoyed writing the summary for today. With my best luck for you. Thank you. See you soon. Very fine. Bye-bye.